Welcome to the Epic Dad Show. This is your host, Fraser Cameron. And yes, it's a beautiful sunny summer's day here. And if you're in the middle of winter, I apologize, but for the last 6 months, I've had to put up with the same frustration. So look, I want to talk to you today about why your why matters. Now, there's a lot of talk out there around vision, purpose, and all of that, right? And I know I've talked about it several times already on this podcast, even though it's only been going for a couple of months. I think we're up into the 60s in terms of episode numbers. But the reason why it's so important is because it's your personal compass, right? It gives you direction and it enables you to be purposeful in all that you do. See, it's great having a purpose, but if you don't then apply that purpose in every element of your life, you're not being purposeful. And when you're not being purposeful, you waste time. You invest your time in the wrong areas. You invest your time that's not taking you towards your purpose, right? And your purpose, if you nail it right, isn't ego-driven. It's not just about your family. It's not just about the little things, but it's something significant that's a change in the world you want to generate or an impact you want to make. So when you're purposeful, you make giant strides towards achieving that purpose, right? And for some of us, our purpose won't be achieved in our lifetime, but that's okay, because if we take giant strides towards it and we attract others to us, because that's another reason why a why matters. It attracts other people to join you on your journey, either with aligned purposes or complementary ones, but that's what it's about, right? So it's absolutely critical that you have your own personal compass that inspires purposeful action. And I talk to many people who have amazing, inspiring purposes, right? And I hear them and I just get goosebumps, the hairs on the back of my neck stand up and I get excited. But then when we talk about how it is they spend their time, it becomes crystal clear they're not being purposeful in all that they're doing. So they're not maximizing their opportunities. They're not creating choices. And as a result, they are often extremely time poor. The word busy, which I'm sure by now you know I absolutely hate, gets trotted out. It's like, oh, but I'm busy doing this, I'm busy doing that, I can't find time for this, I can't find time for that. And it's absolute bullshit, right? It really is. Busy is the worst excuse in the world. How often do you hear someone saying they're busy doing something they love? They don't. They don't say they're busy doing it. They're just going, I'm having a blast, or I'm off surfing, or I'm playing with the kids, or I'm going on a date with my wife. Like on my Friday's date day, I don't talk about being busy with my wife. It's like, I'm excited, I'm spending time with my wife. So busy really is the reason why you're not bringing your purpose closer to you, because your actions aren't purposeful. Because when they are, you're not busy. Yes, you can be productive and you can be full, right? Because my time is allocated, it's full. It's not as if I have spare time floating around that I sit there and do nothing with. Although sometimes I do, because part of how I allocate my time is just to sit and relax and reflect and listen to music, right? But it's about being purposeful in all that you do. And the impact that makes at work, home, and play is significant. You start to live your purpose. You start to embody your purpose. And that's when you start to attract other people around you and you collaborate and you expand and you grow and you impact even more people, which is the whole point, right? It's about creating change. Instead of thinking small and just wanting to impact 2, 3, 4 people closest to you, it's about going, hang on a minute. How can we absolutely nail this and make it epic? How can we really, truly make a massive impact? So your why matters because it gives you direction. It's why you get up in the morning excited and ready to go. And absolutely, there'll be tough days. There'll be days where you feel that it's all a bit much and you want to give up. But you won't, because your purpose drives you. And when you take purposeful action, that feeling doesn't last for long. Just recently, I've been going through a bit of a slump, a bit frustrated with a few things that have been going on. But because my purpose is strong, all it took was a slight pivot and go, what purposeful action do I need to take? Or what action am I taking right now that's not purposeful that I need to stop? And the answer was obvious, right? And the impact was instant. When I stopped doing the things that weren't purposeful and started reigniting the things that were, boom, the change was instant. So it's all about having a purpose and being purposeful in all that you do. It's all very well having a purpose, but if you're not purposeful, then the impact is going to be limited. So I want you to think about, what are you doing that is purposeful? What are you doing that isn't purposeful that you can stop? I want you to set yourself a challenge of creating a couple of hours a week by just thinking about those two simple points. What are you currently doing that isn't purposeful that you need to stop? And what do you want to do that is purposeful? I guarantee, just by asking you that, you will create some time. Tell me how much time you create. Let me know. I would love to know. But your why matters because it enables you to be purposeful. It enables you to create time. And most importantly, it absolutely maximizes the impact that you make on your world and on the world. Hope you have a truly epic day. Can't wait to catch up with you again tomorrow. Until then, absolutely do what you love what you do, love how you do it, love why you do it, and do it with the people that you love.